College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Gators will kick it off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's Martin. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Scanning the field, it's Aller. Fires to the tight end. Got room at the 35. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Wants to throw on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on him throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Turning on the Jets. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Ball. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Out of the gun to give to the back. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
And you want to run the football. That's okay, you'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Quarterback moving. Fires on the move. He's got him wide open. Still running at the 40. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
1st and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call him pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down, 1st and 10 again.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Second down, he'll throw it. That's reeled in. It's Wilson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Back to throw, it's Flagway. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
And the Gators looking to convert on fourth down. Oh, they're after him. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to fire. Throwing right. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Allard. The sure hands, it's Pena. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reynolds. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to keep it in the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Nittany Lions started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wants to throw. It's Allard. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. It's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? To the air, it's Lagway. They get to him as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over. Cricket, ready? Igloo. Stand. Hut. Here we go. Easy. Moves. Spider. Stand. Green 25. Roll it. Roll it. Lasso. Ready, go. Jackrabbit. Ready. Check. Slab. High. Here we go. 29 Phillips. 42 Spider. Here we go. Reset. Down. Stand. Let's go. Flip it. Flip it. Get set. Get set. Ah! Set. Yankee Blue. Easy. Griffin. Pound 55 weak. Dead. Ready. Dino. Cobra. Alert. Alert. Flare. Flare. Arrow. Arrow. Go. Cricket. Ready. Ready. Come on. Set. Set. Hut. Arrow. Ready. Ready. Igloo. Igloo. Ready. It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Glad to have you with us from Lincoln Financial Field, home of the Eagles in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Nittany Lions will put total leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. Handoff to the single back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game.
Wide open spaces. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Going with the ground game left. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Finds his man. It's locked. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Takes the handoff, it's locked. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on 2nd down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession 1, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. It's a seam wide open. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Singleton. He'll pull it down and run. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the snap, it's Singleton. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Caught in the backfield, it's Reynolds. Touchdown, Penn State! Once he got some room, it was over.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys. They usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there in that touchdown catch.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Fires toward the target. Complete to the left. And he's still running after the move. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Picks up the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Run in the red zone, it's live. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll try to get it in with the run. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Wants to adjust the pattern. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. And he runs it all the way down to the 3 before they get him. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Fourth and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Carr. Now he's going to break the pocket. Touchdown by the Irish. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. The pull and throw off the RPO. Oh, I'm out of space. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Singleton. Red pass, it's complete. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Pulls it and fires to the left. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Now the pitch. Runs through a tackle. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Found a little room out of the wildcat that time, just short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give them a different look. Got enough space. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And here comes the offense on second down. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Man, that's frustrating as a defense because you got to stop the run. There's a good chance they're running the football here in this situation, trying to punch it in the end zone. You're trying to go to the half with a little bit of momentum. This defense just couldn't make the play to get off the field.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Carr. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Notre Dame right back to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Back to pass. Now improvising. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Wants to go up top on first down. On the run, still looking. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
No good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Singleton. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out in the end zone was not a good one. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Singleton. Hold it, finds his man on the left. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Scrambling away. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Pulls and throws out the RPO. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Quick completion to the right. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. He'll try to do it himself. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Grab behind the line. It's Reynolds. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Finds a little space. Touchdown, Penn State! They move on top here in the fourth.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards, and it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. To the ground. He's got it again. Makes him talk to the hand. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Looking for a crease. It's Love. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
From the gun, give on the inside. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front. Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Turning it on. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Finding an escape route. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And this offense tries to run, and unsuccessfully. Nice defense up front. Nice job playing the run and the pass in a passing-type situation. Offense, they've got to get a little bit aggressive here. They need points on the board late.
Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Making side adjustments here. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. To the air, it's Carr. Working that left side now. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6. Now, what are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He will be stopped short of the goal line. The big gamble to take the lead with the 2-point conversion attempt does not pay off. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
First things first, they have to recover the onside kick, and then they'll have time for probably just one play. It looked as if he got a hand on it before it traveled 10 yards, and that's going to be a penalty. These onside kicks are nearly